What's going on, guys? It's me again.
It was a
And
dark and rainy day in
today,
England, where 12-year-old
shut
Timmy
up, Mr. Person. And today I want to react to this particular creepypasta. It's only 7 minutes, so I can only record for 15, so we might be able to listen to another one after this. So let's just react to this one and see.
was stuck alone in his house. His parents left the area for a couple of days to visit Timmy's aunt, who had some severe health problems. Timmy was bored and had nothing to do, so he asked his good friend and also neighbour Mark if he was down to spend the night and play some Fortnite with him. Mark said he was going to stay home for the night and watch some TV, leaving Timmy all alone by himself. Timmy didn't have many friends, but most of them were playing different games to him. He really wanted to play with someone, so he went online to check the PlayStation communities, a place where you can find other people like Timmy who need a friend to play with. Most of the requests were 100 plus wins needed, a master at building forts, great sniping skills, and Timmy wasn't the best player. He had some good tactics, but never managed to win a game at all, so he knew that he couldn't meet up to their expectations. He was about to click off, until someone posted something. Posted by a user named BattleBus524. It read as follows: "I'm the best Fortnite player of all time. I can carry you. Mike needed." Timmy was concerned. How can this guy be any good at this game since he couldn't even spell the name of the game right? Profile also showed little to nothing. Level 1, no trophies at all. He thought maybe it was just a second account that was made just to play Fortnite, which didn't include any trophies. He reached out to the user by messaging him, saying he's down for a few games. His potential new friend responded within 2 minutes, telling him to make a party chat. Timmy did as he was told and invited him. The person introduced himself as 31-year-old Drew. Drew also mentioned he lived in an area fairly close to where Timmy lived. But Timmy never told him that, as it's not a wise idea to give away personal information to strangers.
So if I was playing like random duels or squads with somebody and they asked me where I lived, I'd literally just back out, man, because nobody needs to know where I live unless I actually know them. And if I were to know them, it'd be in school, not online, because nobody needs to know that.
Just online. Something was off about the guy. He was barely speaking, rather whispering, making it a fairly awkward situation for the young lad. Timmy shrugged it off and started a battle royale match with Drew. Since Timmy was an average player, he told Drew to go to a pair of houses close to Greasy Grove, where not many players would go. Drew said with a whispering voice, "It's okay, I can carry you." He recommended going Pleasant Park, not a place for inexperienced players. Timmy agreed, and they both landed there. Drew got killed almost instantly. Timmy found this rather funny, as he described himself as the best Fortnite player. But Drew took offense to this and started throwing some pretty bad language at him. Timmy was
I wouldn't be rude about it, but I wouldn't be like, I thought you were the best Fortnite player ever. Like, being like mean about it. I wouldn't just say a word about it. I'd just kick him from the party and full on leave, because that guy's gonna be complete, if that guy's gonna lie about it, I'm clearly not gonna play with that dude, 'cause he's just gonna lie about a bunch of things. Like, I don't like lying people. Like, I don't like people that lie about their wins and then 1v1 that person after, those kind of cocky people and playground saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna destroy you because my name is Zombie Crusher." Those kind of people, I think they're cocky, rude, because they don't know how the other person's skills are. So if you're cocky, just don't be cocky, man, because you don't know how the other person's skills are. But I don't lie about my wins. I'm got 26. I'm not the best player ever, and yeah, I don't lie about my wins.
really worried about this guy's mental state, so he didn't question it. As they played, Timmy would notice how Drew would start destroying everything in his path. Trees, houses, vehicles, making a lot of noise and receiving attention from the enemies. Almost as if he'd never played this game before. Even when they would encounter enemies, Drew would just ask Timmy, "Where are they at?" despite the opponent being right in front of his face. Another bad habit that Drew had was to annoy Timmy while he was still playing. The words, "behind you, he's behind you," kept being whispered by him, despite no one being around. Timmy had enough of this guy and...
So if somebody was annoying me in the middle of like a battle royale game, I'd literally just say stop, and if they didn't stop, I'd kick them from the party and just delete the dude. Maybe add him back later, I don't know. But I don't like the annoying people, but like that. People that are like annoying, like people that just won't leave the frick alone. Yeah, I don't be friends with those kind of people.
Decided to get rid of him. He made up the excuse he had an important test tomorrow just to leave the party. He deleted and blocked Drew in a matter of seconds. Timmy, not knowing what he'd experienced, went back on the game, but this time he went on solos. Probably just about 10 minutes later, a notification pops up on the corner of the screen. It was an unknown user to Timmy. He went to check it, and there wasn't a written message, but a voice message. Timmy opened the voice message, and the following disturbing words came out. "You shouldn't have done that. I recommend you don't block me again." A sudden wave of panic hit Timmy, and he began to shake. He asked the guy to leave him alone. Drew replied.
I'd ask him to leave me alone, and I'd also ask him to like stop. Otherwise, I'd report him. And if he didn't stop, I'd report him. And if he kept on doing that, I'd keep him reporting and blocking. And let's just figure out what he does next.
Within a minute, with a new voice message. "We could have been something." PlayStation is a gaming community where people are meant to have fun, but you can encounter trolls, or even worse, creeps. Timmy decided to ignore him and went back on Fortnite. Timmy went back on solos, hoping to forget his strange encounter. 20 minutes passed, and everything was okay, until a new notification popped up. It was Drew, yet with another message. It wasn't a written message, not even a voice message. It was a photo of Timmy's house. As Timmy's heart started to pump, he wondered...
So somebody sent a picture of my house, and I didn't even know them. I'd literally just call the cops. I'd be done with it. I'd go to my neighbors, call the cops. Probably pack my system as well, because I don't want that stuff going away for ever, because I am poor. And I want to remind myself a new one, so I'd go to my neighbors and call the freaking cops.
How the hell this psychopath knew where he lived. Just then a new message popped up. A message from Drew. "Check your front door." Chills went down the spine of Timmy, and fear started to enter his body. He didn't know what this freak would be capable of if he didn't listen to him. Timmy looked through his bedroom window to spot this lunatic, but there was no sight of him. He slowly opened the front door to see nothing but a pitch-black driveway. He looked down to see a nutcracker. A message is attached to it that reads, "It reminds me of you." The crackshot skin character was Timmy's favourite and used it in all of his matches. He slammed the door shut, locked it, and went back upstairs to his room. Timmy had enough and went to contact the cops, but there were no cars available. They said they would only have officers available later. As a sign of desperation, he contacted his neighbour Mark, texting him that a creep was stalking him. Mark explained how he was right about to message him and tell him that there was a guy crawling around in the bushes in his front garden. Mark described the person as a tall person, wearing a hoodie. No facial details were really described, as it was pretty dark outside. Mark told Timmy...
What an actual dick that Timmy is, because his friend doesn't want to come over. And he says he's just going to stay home and watch TV. And then he just says, "I hate you." I would not be friends with that person, because he's a... somebody said that to me, I'd literally just block them and, never talk to them again. Because that's just, a dick thing to do. Be like, "No, I don't want to hang out with just him. I freaking hate you." That's literally what he's just like. I wouldn't do that, because I'm not a jerk to my friends. I don't even have any. I only have, one. So, yeah.
To find a spot to hide until the cops are available. So he went to hide in his parents' closet. As he sat down, Timmy knew he forgot something. Right before his parents left, they told him to remember to lock the back door at night. But as soon as he realised it, it was too late. He heard the back door slowly open and then close. Timmy messaged again telling him that he got into the house. Mark told him to be quiet and to not make any other noise. Timmy could hear this guy slowly walking inside the house, whispering, "I just want to play some games," and laughing every now and again like a maniac. After 10 minutes of silence between the two friends, Mark tries to reach out to Timmy, asking him if he was okay. No reply. Desperately spamming his inbox with messages, he got no reply. 5 minutes later, Mark received a message. It was Timmy, telling him one of their neighbours saw him sneaking in the house and followed him, knocking him out on the spot with a baseball bat. A relieved Mark asked Timmy if he wanted to come over to spend the night with him. Mark received 2 more messages. "Come over. Let's play Fortnite."
Okay, if that happened to me and like my friend noticed and then he expected me to stay in that house where that guy broke in, I'd literally not be friends with that dude because he'd think I'd be comfortable with, like, staying in the house that I nearly was murdered or kidnapped in, because, like, literally, people these days, man, like, so rude. I'd literally not be friends with that person. That person did that to me. Because it's just mean. Don't do that. Let's get back to the video. Oh, that's actually about it. Wait, what's demonic? Wait, what's the mention? Hold on. Let's see.
Ricky was just an ordinary guy, but over the past 3 months, he had gone through a lot. His girlfriend of 4 years had left him for another man. His mother had recently passed away, and he wasn't in a good place. He worked a terrible 9-to-5 job in the office, sitting at a desk
Okay, I've heard this one is actually a bit creepy. I don't like this one. But I am done. So if you all like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all later.